Isn't it fascinating how electronic equipment seems to attain this kind of personality when subjected to the second law of thermodynamics? The second law of thermodynamics, audiences, that everything moves from order to disorder. Take, for example, this humble CD player. Now, after many years of misuse, this CD player has decided that he doesn't actually like any of my CDs. And I've got quite eclectic tastes. It says no to Edith Piaf's greatest hits. It says no way to the protégé. It would rather be dead than play Portishead, from Frank Sinatra to Phantasmagoria, from Adamant to Doris Day. This CFD V31L CD radio cassette recorder will not play. Now, the only reason I know it's not broken, the only reason I know it's not broken is because there is one CD that it does like playing. And on that CD, there's one track which it plays on a loop. It's not even track 1, it's track 16. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the CD in question. See that? There, just prise your eyes open. Yeah, no, there we go. It's Titanic in words, music and pictures. This is interesting. Oh, this album is a tribute to the 8 musicians whose playing calmed the minds of the passengers while the great ship was sinking. Yes, this is interesting. It doesn't include tracks which are on the official soundtrack, but were played actually on the Titanic's voyage. So this tune here that we're listening to was probably played on the Titanic. Right, it's made by Prism Leisure Corporation and purchased at HMV for $99. Now what's fascinating, what's really fascinating is that no one in my house, and there is 27 people who live there, has actually admitted responsibility for buying this. It just cropped up one day, playing in the CD player, the volume stuck on loud, and the plug jammed in the socket. We endured about 5 hours of this before Dave Clark smashed the plug out with a hammer. He was going to do the stereo, but I begged him, no! We must save this for science. I am determined to get to the bottom of this phenomenon. You see, odd things have been happening in our house. Yes, strange things, strange and weird and wonderful things. I first noticed the toilet seats. You go for a piss. You put the toilet seat down, you flush the chain, you go, your hands still are with us, good. You go and wash your hands, you turn round, and the toilet seats somehow got up. As a result of all these weird and wonderful things happening in our house, we decided, as any great urban adventurers would, to have a seance. This actually is some actual footage from an actual seance that we actually did in our actual basement. Yes, what we did is we pledged, as you can see, we pledged up this very round coffee table and stuck the letters around the side, and a yes and a no, got a little shot glass, and we got a bowl of clean water, apparently the spirits like that, and some freshly cut flowers. They also like music, apparently, so we replugged the stereo and let it indulge in a whole evening of track 16. Then we called out to the ether, after putting our fingers on the glass, we called out to the ether. Is anybody there? Is anybody there? Now, almost immediately, we started giggling, which I don't think the spirits liked very much. Because it was only after we finished giggling and got to the edge of our boredom that the glass slowly glided across the table and spelt out, "Is Julquad yes?" It then followed that by saying, "It hype shinjiv Jakaka hi quadjaka no." Now we were very excited about the glass moving at all, and we're all asking it questions at the same time, which we thought may have been confusing the entity. So we decided that we'd ask it one question at a time and just keep on at the question until we believed it had answered it. So the first question we asked it was, "What is your name?" Pretty simple one, I thought. To which it replied, "Bugabub." No. Lek? No. Nahabalahajafa? Fugagitaba? Lefananan? Yes. Yes, L. Now the next question we asked it was, "Have you ever lived in our house?" To which it replied, "Go, N go, go, S, donaho, give me pepper, jerker, jur, Joe, fitteninjit, tulaf, yes." Now, we realised at this point that it was in fact the entity that was behaving erratically and not us. So we asked it, "Are you female?" To which, to which it replied, "Hi wa whiz fi wee witchach." Now at this juncture, Michael, who can be seen at the middle of the picture with the hat on, got irritated with the entity and said that we'd got through to a street urchin rat child of the spirit world, at which the glass knocked all the letters off the table. I did find it kind of comforting to realise that there were dyslexics on the other side.